So truly speaking, it's chaos, cacophony, and truly speaking, that region is ready. It's a powder keg that is ready to plunge into a conflagration of magnanimous magnitude. You know, it's it's a very serious situation that I don't know exactly how international actors, local actors, regional actors are going to find.
I was just about to come to that.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Gentlemen, this station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Yes,
It's your girl P, Money P, Mula P, Zaka, Pulane. The name's P, but on a good day you can call me P Money.
Stop playing with it, boy.
Don't play with it. Mula, hey.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Keshi Mula, aka Sheikh Luma. So smooth, you gotta say it twice, baby.
Twice,
and
guys.
if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
Nigga.
And we've got our favorite couple behind the
Yeah.
behind the camera.
You guys already know it's a baby behind the camera, always here for the babies.
Yo, hero to another fucking good. Starting on at the back today. Wow, what a time.
What a wow. And ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming our special guest today.
Yes, sir.
Ronaldo Picasso Fortune, ladies and gentlemen.
This station is now the ultimate power in the
Ronaldo
universe.
Fortune. A lot of people know me as Dino.
For sure.
Yeah.
Bashish.
Were
Selepe.
you shocked that I knew Picasso?
Yeah, where'd you get that one from?
I do my research.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Like, what's the word today? What did you wake up on a good, bad note? Like, what's the word?
Nah, I always wake up happy, man. I always wake up blessed to be able to do what I do for a living.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I woke up good today, and obviously I was excited to be on the podcast today.
Yes, Slushy.
For sure.
Now we're live at Kgang. Have you been here before?
Yeah, once or twice.
Really? Once or
Yeah,
twice?
I've been here
Did you
once or
enjoy
twice.
your
Yeah,
time?
Yeah,
fun
for
day.
sure. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I love the intimacy.
For sure.
Yeah, very, very,
dope.
very
It's
dope.
intimate.
The intimacy.
No, for sure. So you mentioned that you love what you do for a living. What is it that you do for a living?
I play football for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm I guess professional footballer.
Nice, guys. We've got a professional footballer. What you know? What you know about professional football? Yeah. So I hear you are a midfielder, a winger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a winger attacking midfielder, yeah.
Which team do you play for?
I play for Mochudi Center Chiefs.
Is this the first team you've played for in Botswana?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I played for them twice, so 2017 and then now.
How is it playing for Mochudi Center Chiefs?
It's amazing. I think we've got probably the biggest fan base in the country.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, every
For
game
sure,
is
for sure.
packed. The atmosphere is crazy. The fans love coming to the games. So, yeah, it's amazing. So far, so good.
Nice.
Let's take it back, Dino. So tell me, my nigga, where did you grow up, my boy? Where did you grow up? Where did you go for high school? Yeah, let's take it back a little.
So I'm born and raised in Botswana, Gaborone to be specific. I
Yeah.
was born in Ramotswa. And so I did primary school. I had a short stint at Baobab Primary School.
For sure.
And then
Why was it short?
things
Hey,
happen, I
were
guess.
you naughty?
I guess I was a naughty kid.
In primary.
But like a good naughty, you know?
What's
I
good
did.
naughty?
I just had too
Kid-
much energy. Like I wasn't like crazy. I was just very energetic.
Okay.
But yeah, then I went to, believe it or not, Kgaleletsang.
Oh, for the let's in
Yeah,
phase 2.
yeah, phase 2.
Shout out.
He just told us that he lives in
No, he does know Setswana.
Setswana. Setswana's my thing.
Dog. Shout out. Yeah. Man, yeah.
Okay, introduce yourself in Setswana. Hey,
Nah, don't put me on the
introduce
spot
yourself
like
in
that.
Setswana then.
Now don't put me on the spot. Setswana is with the homies type thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we not your homies?
No, that means you only know slang.
Oh, slang.
You got it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, then from Kgaleletsang, let's take it from there.
Yeah, so from Kgaleletsang, I then went to a boarding school in South Africa.
Word.
It's in Stilfontein. I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was there for about 2 years.
Word.
And then I came back, went to Hillcrest Primary,
Hillcrest for sure.
and then I finished off there. And then high school, LKC.
Standard. And
I
then
was-
from LKC.
LKC Form 1.
From one.
And I then had to go to South Africa. I was shipped off to South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
For like a year.
why did you attend so many schools? Were you like a naughty kid, no suspend your what?
Oh, no, none of that. I think majority of it was financial reasons. I'm not from a rich family, so it's times that we were up, times that we
were
weren't.
down.
So yeah, I moved a lot, but I think that was important for me because then I was able to interact with a whole bunch of people, and you make good connections like that.
Word. So like, did your sporting career start in primary? Like, where in primary? Which primary school and what sports did you play in primary?
So I did everything, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I played soccer. I swam.
Word.
I dabbled a little bit in some cricket.
Word.
You know, like I did a whole bunch of stuff. But I think I developed my love for the sport. Not even at school. I think it was just in the hood, playing with the boys.
Playing in the hood. And which year was
Good
this?
football.
Phase
That's
two.
cool.
Phase 2. Oh yeah,
Phase
phase 2.
two.
Nigga like hard.
So
Yeah.
so that's your hood. Like if
That-
anyone to
yeah.
ask you like what hood
yeah,
you're
for sure.
from,
That,
phase
that's
2.
my hood.
Colombia straight.
Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my homies.
Actually, that's why
Yeah.
you know a lot of heavy goons from there. Like, you know, the casinos.
I grew up with all of those boys.
brewers,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Were you ever bullied? Like, because obviously you
never.
don't look like a regular Jen from Botswana, you know?
Because he looks like a jiggy nigga, don't you think?
A jiggy nigga.
What
is-
He looks.
what does that
What
mean?
is a jiggy nigga?
What is a
Please,
jiggy nigga?
Slushy, explain to them about the G nigga these.
Slushy.
No, he jealous. What
Slushy
a
knows-
Please
jiggy
explain
nigga
to us what a jiggy nigga is.
Jiggy nigga o tama motho mo tsuko mo to.
Nah, translate. He doesn't understand it, so
Yeah.
All right, yeah. No, fast forward, you went to LKC, right? So at LKC, I understand very well that you played rugby. So how did your passion for rugby come about?
So what happened was Form 1, right?
Yeah.
I completed my Form 1, and then Form 2, I went to South Africa. So I went to a school in Joburg called King Edward's.
Yeah.
I was there for a year, and that's actually when I started playing rugby. So it was compulsory to do at least one sport every semester.
Yeah.
So I had the option of doing water polo or playing rugby. So I chose rugby, and I was surprisingly good at it.
Nah.
So yeah, then when I came back for Form 3 at LKC, then I joined the Jaguars.
For sure.
Yeah.
And what position were you playing within the team?
So I was a fly half.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, if needed, I'll play as a center, inside
Word.
center. Yeah.
All right. You want to explain to them what a fly half is?
So fly half is a playmaker. So
A playmaker, yeah.
number 10 is my favorite number.
Is that your number right now?
Yeah, my number
10.
everywhere I go. So even positionally, the number 10s are usually the guys that
Creative.
they
Playmakers.
create the plays. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
So that's what I was on.
Okay.
yeah.
When did you then venture into football?
Oh, football's
rugby?
always been there.
Okay.
Football, I've always played football. Rugby was like an addition to it.
Okay.
So I was playing rugby and playing football at the same time. Yeah.
Okay. And then professionally, when did you then venture into it professionally?
So the way it happened, I was playing five-a-side with the homies, and then a friend of mine's dad kind of came, watch us play, and was invited us to come and train with Mochudi Center Chiefs at the time. And then went and trained, and then I was offered a contract. So it happened very quickly. It wasn't even planned.
Was this 2017?
Yeah, this was 2017.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who does like
Okay.
Zubair's dad?
Yeah.
Word,
Yeah,
word.
Shaheen and
Shaheen
Zubair's
and
dad,
Zubair,
yeah.
right, word.
Where is Zube? Is Zube not also like
Yeah, he's a
an,
baller
a,
also.
a professional, like, not professional, but is he not playing sports abroad? Or did he not do
He's there for school, right?
for school
In the UK.
in the
Yeah, I'm
UK?
pretty sure you
Yeah,
went
he's
there,
there
for
for
school.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bohingis.
Hingis. Yeah, and all
Yeah,
the
where is Hingis?
There's school club there, that's also abroad. Robert.
Oh, no, he's back.
Oh,
He's
Robin is
back.
Yeah, he's back.
Do you
he's
guys
back.
all keep in touch? What's the football community like?
I mean, we're very supportive, but majority of the time it's every man for himself, you know?
Okay.
Because I can't be, and respectfully so, I can't be worried about what the next man's doing when I have to worry about me. So we're
True.
very supportive in terms of like, yo, keep going. But at the end of the day, it's each man
Yeah.
for his own.
Yeah.
So with the sports you played at LKC, from rugby, soccer, and athletics, which one was like your favorite?
Soccer, bro.
Soccer.
1000%. Because I feel like with soccer, I was naturally gifted in it.
Yeah.
So I didn't. Of course, I'm a hard worker, but I didn't have to like do too much. It just came naturally. With rugby, I had to like learn the sport and understand the rules and everything. And then athletics, it happened in high school for like I think Form 3, because before then I used to be chubby.
Oh, for real?
I was a little chubby kid, so I wasn't fast. And then I think South Africa is what helped me. So came back and yeah, I tapped
Were you
into
guys
it.
at LKC together?
Now when I came, they were leaving.
They were
finishing.
leaving.
Yeah.
Ah,
They were
jeez.
finishing. Yeah,
Jeez.
but obviously he's like considered a legend under like the LKC. This is like a tradition. So he played for the Canon team, but for the men's team after that. And then
Oh yeah,
that's when we
true.
came in about we knew about Gino and them niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So growing up, what did you play for? Like o le monyenyana ka re itse go na le di academy tse di tshwana le bo like your top stars, your Rababwana, bananas,
Yeah,
just
that's a good one actually.
Gaborone diamonds, yeah, etc.
I played. So when I was in primary school, I played for Babana, and I played there for I think about 2-3 years, and then I think we were part of the team, the first team ever to go to the semifinals in like the regional tournament.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that was pretty big. It was a
big,
yeah, it was a nice experience. But then I stopped, and then I think I just played in the hood. I just played with the boys, and then when I was in Form 1, I then joined Mochudi Center Chiefs like academy, but
Word.
it wasn't really an academy. It was like one guy coaching. I played a little bit for Top Stars, but I didn't train with them. I just went for a couple of games when they needed like a player or something.
word.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't really do too much academy football,
Football,
no,
yeah.
because we didn't have the access to it. Botswana was still a bit behind.
And when was your first national team cap?
We talking
Like let's say
Like-
under 20, under 17.
Oh,
like,
okay.
before.
So under 20 was actually in 2017. I got called up for the Afcon qualifiers, and we were playing against Zimbabwe.
Word.
Unfortunately, we lost, but yeah, that
Who are
was.
some of the players that you'd recall from the who you think we would also recall from the team?
So it's actually majority of the national team right now. So
for real?
you have the left back Benson Mangolo.
Word.
You've got the centre back TT de Tlokwe,
Word.
who's playing in Algeria right now.
Oh, that's the team captain, the national
Yeah,
team captain.
national team
Yeah.
captain. You've got Kgape Mohutsiwa.
Word.
He's a centre mid. Who else? Velapi, the right back.
Word.
So the majority, the core of the national
Of
team
that
is
national
kind
team
of
in 2017,
kinda
basically
our
like the
group.
national team right now.
How
Yeah.
does the call system work with the national team? Like, do they host trials?
So trials are usually for the younger age groups.
Okay.
So like your under 20s, your under 17s, and so forth.
Yeah.
But the national team, the first team, because everyone's playing in professional leagues, it's usually based on form. So
Okay.
how well you're doing in the league, how well you're playing as an individual, and usually you get the call up. But I think recently they started like an assessment camp, which is what I was called up for recently. And the coach just comes and calls a bunch of players that he's not really familiar with, just to get a feel of them. And then I think he selected like 2 players
From there.
Yeah, because he had already selected his main squad.
main
He just
squad
wanted to
already.
add to them. Yeah.
That's so cool. So, can you give us your own personal assessment of how you are doing within the league as yourself right now? Or is it too early?
I wouldn't say it's too early.
Yeah.
I've played 8 games so far.
Word.
To be honest, it was a pretty difficult adjustment because when you come from like America, for instance, the weather is very different. So when I left, it was cold. So coming to Botswana and it's hot, it's blazing hot. It took me a while to adjust. And then obviously I was struggling for form in terms of scoring goals.
Yeah.
Which is
Normal.
reasonable. It's normal. You know, you're trying to adjust to a new system, a whole bunch of different players, a new coach. You're trying to find yourself as a player. So in the beginning it was a bit rough, but I had good individual performances. But yeah, slowly it's getting better.
It's getting better.
Yeah,
I
for
see
sure.
that. But no, like let's go back into that American chat. Like, when did you get to America? What team did you play for? What was happening? Tell us about you in America.
Okay. So going back to your question about my first international caps.
Yeah.
So I played in the COSAFA tournament.
Word.
I think it was the first one that we as a country had went to, as the under 20s. I
Under
think
20, yeah.
I'm not sure, but yeah. So the games were filmed. I think it was the first time under 20 tournament was filmed,
like
which
filmed.
actually, yeah, it really helped me in terms of getting my footage
So
out.
like there was like scouts there.
No, as in like there was a TV broadcaster.
Oh, weird.
So we're able to get footage of
Footage
me
of your
playing.
performances.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird.
And then I was coached by a guy called Kenneth Dambe.
Word.
I think he's the Gab's Rising Star owner. So the youngins, the lighties.
Word.
And yeah, he helped me put some footage together. This was 2017.
Yeah.
And then I found a school in America that were interested in me, and then I went over there.
Submitted those.
Yeah, I went over there 2017. I was there for 4 years. And then from there, I then played for a team called South Carolina Heat.
Word.
So is that was that MLS or what?
I
What level
wish.
was that? Okay.
MLS.
I wish
These
it was the
terminologies. MLS.
translate.
Yeah, guys, please speaking in English,
MLS
guys.
is like a football league. It's like the biggest football league in the USA.
In the
Yeah.
US.
Yeah, MLS,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a soccer
Yeah.
league.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
kindly explain on that. And also, one thing that I would like to know is that you going to school, was it based on football scholarship or academics or what?
Okay, let me go into depth a little bit about that. So, I was offered a scholarship initially from a school called the University of Temple, which is in Philadelphia. So they're D1 school. So Division 1 is like the top programs usually. But unfortunately, and this is why we gotta stay in school, my grades were a bit too low. So what had happened was the coach there had a connect at University of Mobile, which is the school that I ended up going to. So I was initially put there to get my grades up and then go to the D1 school. But the program was very good. I got offered, I think it was an 80% scholarship as a freshman, so it was pretty good, especially financially for my family, you know.
Yeah.
So I was there for 2 years, and I was supposed to go to Temple, but the coach that was there got fired. So that whole connect was dead. So I stayed there at the University of Mobile for financial reasons, but also it was an amazing program.
For sure.
Yeah, they're big.
Were you studying there? Like,
Yeah.
what were you studying? What subjects? What were you doing?
So I graduated with a major in psychology and a minor in kinesiology.
Okay.
So yeah, and then I had started my masters, but I put that on hold because I'm back here.
Word. So like LKC didn't help with the references and all of that when you were making the switch up, because I hear you saying that your results were not the best.
Oh, sorry. When I made my results weren't the best, it was like so you take like a test. It's called the ACT test.
Word.
So basically, it's just a general test. You do like your maths, English, and I think there's some science in it. But I didn't study for it.
Word.
So I just went in there dry, and I got an 18, and I think the minimum for D1 was 21.
21.
So I missed out on just three points. Yeah.
Word. Now shout out. So like, okay, you moving back to Botswana, like how did the Mochudi Center Chiefs call come about? Was it a thing where you decided to go back to Mochudi Center Chiefs because you once played for them, or they called you out? Like how did that whole move happen? Come about?
Okay, so initially what had happened was I was trying to decide whether I wanted to come home
Yeah.
or whether to stay there, and it was mainly based on the national team. So
national team.
I was waiting and hoping that Botswana would qualify for the Afcon,
Word.
so that I could try and make the squad now in December.
Word.
So having been called up in America already, I kind of got a feel for how they treated players internationally. You know, that if you're not playing at the biggest league or playing in the biggest league, that you won't really get
a
like
call,
that recognition
national
or
team
get called
call,
up.
yeah.
So, which is fair. I understand it. So I kind of decided, I took it upon myself to take that sacrifice, take the risk.
Yeah.
And luckily, Mochudi Center Chiefs was very interested in having me, because I played with Bonso Moloi, who's the coach now.
Yeah.
And he reached out and was like, hey, there's a spot if you want to come. Like, would like to have you
To
over.
have you in the squad, yeah.
And yeah, so it was very It was very calm the way it
It was very
happened.
calm.
Yeah.
The transition was calm and everything.
Yeah, smooth.
Weird. But so how did you take that first call you got for because I know you played the Afcon qualifiers game, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, nah, I didn't play. You mean for the national team?
The national team, yeah.
Nah, I wasn't. I
But
didn't
you were in
play
the
at
call
all.
up.
Yeah, I was in the call up.
Yeah. Like how did that call up come about? Because already just being on camp with the team and traveling with them is a big thing, right?
Yeah, no, great experience. But no, I think it was a random Tuesday morning. I had no idea, and I got a text from a random number.
Yeah.
And there was no profile, like there was no picture on the profile, nothing.
Yeah.
So I got a text like, hey, please reach back out to me. I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
And then I took a while, and then I got a call from that same number. And as I picked up, it was the head coach of the national team.
Word.
And
who is this at the time?
This was De Rosa.
De Rosa. All right.
Yeah. So he was just like, hey, we've been watching you. We've gotten some good feedback from people that know you, would like to have you. How soon would you be able to come? So from that point, it was basically a dream come true. So made it happen as
So
quick as
what's up?
possible.
So when you say like they would like to have you, like the traveling expenses are on you. It's not like on the national
Oh
team.
no!
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's on the national team
okay,
for sure. I just needed to give them dates on when I'd be able to come and when I'd need to go back.
Word.
So how was America? How was it there? Like opposed to here, the girls, the sports, the environment, the living. How was it that side?
The girls.
The
Baby.
girls
The
is crazy.
He's already
sports.
blushing.
The girls is
You
crazy.
have to leave like your little American little thing. Say goodbye.
So America,
So America.
Yeah.
America is fast. It's really, really fast compared to here. But the thing about America and how I went over there is because I went to college. So the way it is when you're in college, it's like a bubble within America itself. So in college, you have everything. So you have your restaurants if you want to go and say get Chick-fil-A or whatever. You've got like everything accessible to you, and you might need to go to a Walmart here and there to get like toiletries and stuff. So America, in that sense, I didn't really experience in college. Plus, I was trying to be as focused as I could. So I didn't go out. I didn't have time for girls, to be honest.
I'm so happy about that.
So, why'd you say that? Huh? When you say they weren't happy about that, like,
Why'd you say that?
Why'd you say that?
Pulane, I know you don't want me to say.
What does that mean?
Wait, is there something I don't know?
I'm trying to find out too, like.
No, because for me, I think they love like foreign niggas.
Yeah, they do.
Who as American girls?
Yeah, but
I
here's the
love
crazy
black
thing,
guys.
right? Is I look Mexican when I'm over there. You know what I mean? So
look
the
like
Mexicans, they don't really fuck with the Mexicans.
So how?
Oh, really? As in the American girls?
Nah, not really. They like the English boys. You know
Unless,
what I'm saying?
unless you're like
Oh.
a plug.
A plug, really?
Yeah,
like,
one
you're
of
actually
those.
about that.
One of those guys.
one of those guys.
Like
Pablo.
a gang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pablo
let's say
Escobar.
Pablo El Chapo. Canada.
When you
Nah,
got that
but,
paper.
but I went to a Christian school, so like
Oh, weird.
we were very focused on things that we needed to do. You know?
Yeah.
Elio, okay, sorry.
How are the bots babies feeling about you though?
Why'd you look at me? Why'd you look at me?
The
How are
boss
the boss
baby.
babies? How are the boss babies feeling about
I
it?
don't know, cause I'm not accessible anymore. I'm not on
Anymore,
social
you used
media.
to be? Oh.
You know, like I rarely go out, so I'm not very
Okay.
accessible. So I feel like maybe you two could answer that. I
We
don't
can
have the answer.
So,
Thank God the camera's not on me right now.
so one must go. American girls or Botswana girls?
Like in what sense though? Like what
What's
are
your
we
type,
talking?
dog? Actually, what are we talking? We're on your type now. Now we're actually talking about your type. What is your type?
I don't really have a type, to be honest.
Really?
To be honest, I feel like
One must.
I need a grown woman. You know what I mean?
Something mature.
Like, yeah, like take care of your shit. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of women in this generation, especially, are very dependent. If that makes sense, like
Slanging in simple terms.
I don't think.
Like a whole nother
What's slanging?
What do you mean by that?
Like they're selling themselves.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, like they're selling them in simple terms, exactly.
Oh, is that what dependent on a man is? Is that what you mean by dependent? There's
Put it in
slanging.
simple terms. Gonna want to try to put it in the most formal way. Put it
Yeah.
in simple terms.
Yeah.
For number 2K to understand, it's like
Okay.
shorties nowadays are slanging. That's it. They
Okay.
dig a nigga right now. You find out maybe some shorties fighting with him because he's playing for one of the biggest teams in Botswana, and it's not genuine.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what I mean? So
Okay.
So you wouldn't date a club hand?
No.
Wait.
What's a club hand though?
What is a club hand?
It's like
A girl like Pulane and Sebaga who goes to the
Whoa!
Every weekend.
Whoa! Guys,
every
can we actually let's be serious right now. We're not joking around.
No, I don't know what they're talking about.
A club hand is a hand that is always in the club.
But
Always.
no, but what
Like-
are
always
the
ready for
posters
the
in
club.
weekend, ready
Like
to go.
every other 2 weeks she's in the club.
Yeah, I mean,
Even
look.
when you get there, the bouncers say, "Hey," and they name her like, long
Pusiletso.
time no see. Mbali.
okay, now I
Yeah,
understand.
club hand.
Let me answer you properly, right? I have no problem with someone that wants to go and have fun, right? But it's how they have fun. So they go into the club and now they drinking off for other niggas. You know what I mean? That's like another thing. And also during the week, what are you doing? If you're handling your business, you can go to the club. But if you're doing nothing the whole week, then you're in the club bumming off for niggas.
Oh,
Wait,
dog.
so if we were together, if I was your hand, you're my gent, and I asked to go to the club, and you don't give me like, let's say,
Visa card.
a Visa card for the club. In your mind, am I drinking off for other niggas or?
But let's be realistic, right? So when you're dating someone, you understand the type of nigga you're with, right?
Okay.
So if you decided to date someone with no money,
We're
right?
talking about you and her, not other people.
No.
Nah, but this is it's metaphorically.
Yes.
So if you're dating a rich nigga, a nigga that's willing to do all of that, then yeah, he'll give you the card, I'm sure. But if you're dating someone that is like,
post that up.
that's just chilling, that's hustle, that's trying to make a living, like, bro, you should accept that maybe you're not gonna get that card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you should accept that you can't be mad if niggas are sipping her up in the club.
And that's not my hand.
Then that's not my hand. Exactly.
Wait, guys.
No, far.
You know what I'm saying?
For
real?
That's not my hand.
Like, go there and go keep those bruelas that are buying champagne, eh?
So, how do you expect me? Okay, like what happens? What's supposed to happen with me in the club?
That's why I'm saying during the week, what are you doing? Are you making
It's
money?
not
Are you
during
hustling?
the week. It's
You know what I'm saying? So that on the weekend when you go and drink,
oh.
drink your own shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I hear you.
What Pulane is trying to say, or women, they have a disease. Yeah. They don't like spending their money. Hence why are you going to give her the card to spend? Because women, no matter what country, they don't like spending their money. When they get to the club, they spend these ballers. Hence why we tell them yeah, no. In Nakanya, I want to stand. Does she have a stand?
Hey,
Yeah, because we all want women with stands. I don't know about that, you know, it's a one keep here. So that's the tricky part about the club dynamics.
yeah,
And all that.
and that's why I asked: what type of club hand are we talking about? If it's an independent one that can drink her own shit, then yeah, go have fun. Go have fun.
I hear you.
Word.
I hear you. Let's bring it back to the
Yeah,
to you, the football, the game. You know, with every season, you're supposed to come back, you know, with elevation. You get me? Like, what motivates you each time you get on the field? What do you use as motivation? What keeps you going?
So I feel like football has been my identity since I've been young, like since I was a kid. So my motivation is literally this is all I know. To a certain extent, but it's majority all I know. So I'm the most confident when I'm on the field. I'm the most emotional when I'm on the field, the most vulnerable as well. So I think what motivates me is every day I wake up, I still have the love and the passion for it.
Okay.
So, yeah. That's probably the best way I can explain it.
Is your actual name Ronaldo? And do you feel like the name Ronaldo you were given from birth is actually like in the reason, like, you know, you're in
Like
this
the stars
football-
align,
like the
yeah.
stars align, and off you go on.
That's actually, I like that question. So yeah, Ronaldo, Picasso, Fortune are my legitimate names, and a little backstory on how I was named. So when my mom was pregnant with me, and she told my siblings that you're gonna get a younger brother,
Yeah.
my oldest brother told her that, like, yo, we need to name him Ronaldo.
Weird.
And she was like, why? And apparently he was obsessed with R9.
R9.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ronaldo
CR7.
phenomenal. Yeah,
R9.
not CR7.
Oh, weird.
So my mom was like, okay. And yeah, so in that sense, the stars did align.
They did.
Yeah,
No,
because
nice.
I was
Live up to
named
that
with
name for sure. With the
yeah,
goat.
Yeah.
Named with intention.
perfect. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, that's really, really cool.
So I want to ask, do you guys have a history of football at home, like your siblings and all that? You're the only one who's playing. Yeah.
My brother he was pretty dope back in the days. I used to watch him. I used to watch him play in the streets. I used to watch him. I think there was a time. You guys were probably too young for that though. But there was a time in UB where there was they used to play at the courts, and
Like true Pele vibes.
now
But
when
at the court-
they had those the chains.
Nah,
the
we're
chain
probably
goals.
young for that.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, that means how old are you?
27.
27. Okay.
27, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I used to watch him go play, and then he bust his knee one day, like tore it. I think his kneecap was on the other side of his leg,
Damn.
so it was really bad. And then he couldn't play anymore. But he's probably the only one that played football.
Jeez, have you
Yeah.
ever had a career-threatening injury like that?
Thankfully,
No.
no.
what's up.
Hopefully, I
Yeah.
So what are,
let me make you uncomfortable a bit. You're 27 and you're playing in Botswana.
Yeah.
You know, that's like one of the lowest ranked leagues in the world.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Because you mentioned earlier that you love football.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you still feel like at this age, do you have any wishes of going abroad again or whatsoever? Are you happy where you are now? Or
I mean-
do you feel like you've been relegated in a way from the US and stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I consciously made this decision. So it wasn't a decision that came up and I had to make it. So I thought of the pros and cons, and like I said earlier, that I took the risk. I made the sacrifice because obviously I was living good in America. I could have stayed there for sure, but I had a goal, which was to make the Afcon squad in December. So I feel like I love playing football. I don't do it for money. Yes, money, you need money to like survive and do all of these good things, live a good life. But my drive to play football was never based on money. Football got me to where I was in America based on just the pure love for the game. So no, I don't think I've degraded myself or relegated myself in that sense. I think I took a risk.
Yeah.
You
so
feel
like you're happy here.
Yeah, 1000%.
Okay.
1000%.
you feel like that's one of like the biggest sacrifices you've made in your sporting career?
Yeah, for sure. I think it was probably my first really massive decision as an adult
Weird.
to leave the comfort of where I was, and yeah.
What's the most unusual or unexpected experience you have had while traveling for sports?
So it's actually recently when I was with the national team for the Afcon qualifiers.
Yeah.
We went to Libya, and we played a friendly, and then we were supposed to leave the next day, and we were stuck at this hotel. Flights were not booked. We had no way of getting back to Botswana to play against Egypt.
Egypt or
Yeah.
F-Town. Oh, yeah,
That was
right.
the most, and it was horrible, man, because Libya used to be a beautiful country, but now it's really, really down bad.
Word.
So we're in a hotel, we're in the hotel lobby for like 3-4 hours, and then got sent up to our rooms. We had like sandwiches for dinner that day. Like, it was crazy. That was
Crazy.
probably the wildest or most uncomfortable experience I've had.
So in that case, like, who was at fault? Like the council? I mean, is it the Botswana National? I don't know.
I think it was in the newspapers and everything. I think there was something to do with either money not going to where it was supposed to go to book the flights or something like that. But yeah, it was a mess. It was really bad.
I like that. Like, let's talk about the mismanagement of money and like the corruption. If there is corruption, behind soccer teams and everything, is that the only experience you've had? Like, have you ever sat and looked at a government and your situation as a footballer and have blamed the government for any situation you've been in? Have you ever?
To be honest, I'll be honest and say I'm very ignorant when it comes to politics and stuff. I feel like it confuses me a lot because I feel like everything is hidden in plain sight, if that makes sense, but we just choose not to see it. So I don't like deep in shit too much. But your question again?
But wait. So are you saying that you were not part of the guys who were refusing to play lately?
Oh, lately?
Yeah.
What's the situation?
When was the last time they refused to play?
Yeah.
No, that
one is the Algeria game, the recent one.
Why didn't they want to play?
The Egypt game was because we were expected to travel on the same day.
The game was happening
all the way from Libya, and then we arrived in the morning, and then we had lunch. We did ice baths to try and recover. We took like hour naps, and then we had to travel to the stadium to play against Egypt. And we're expected to win. It was impossible. So initially, a couple of the players were like, "Bro, we can't play."
But that sounds like.
And the same thing happened with the recent game, Algeria, with the captain.
Yeah,
that was a money situation.
To be honest, I have no idea about that. There was something that happened.
Yeah, there was something that happened recently. Something about the captain not making it for the game against Algeria at Afcon, but he played the last game.
Were they stuck in Joburg or something?
No, they're not stuck or anything. It has to do with Zaka, I guess. I don't know what it was.
No, that's a bit crazy.
But can you check fast there? What happened recently?
Yeah, like what was that about?
Yeah.
The politicking.
The recent steez that happened of the national team captain not making it for the Algeria game.
But you mentioned ice baths, long naps. Is that not the preparation you guys go through? An hour. What you need? Oh, tell me about it. What is the preparation before a game?
Okay, so say we have a game on Saturday.
Yeah.
Right? So.
And today is what? If you have a game on Saturday.
Okay, today
it's like a Friday. Let's say
Friday.
Let's say it's a Friday.
Yeah.
Friday, and your game is tomorrow, not Saturday, but tomorrow.
So
okay.
in that instance, rest is the most important thing. So you go to training, you have a light session, you touch up on your tactics, your set pieces for the game, just light stuff to just get the body moving and also keep your brain switched on. Then you go home. If you're professional, you're going to do some stretches, you're going to do a light cardio just to get the lactic acid out from training or whatever. And then you're going to wake up the next day, Saturday being game day.
Okay.
You're going to wake up well rested, not on a plane.
Okay.
Flying, jet lag, time difference. You're not worried about that. You're going to wake up, have something to eat, something good to eat, not a sandwich the night before.
Okay, like a full
good meal to give you the energy that you need to start the day. Lunch, you're gonna meet with the team. What we usually do with Mochudi Center Chiefs is we then meet with the team at around 12. We'll then have a team lunch, and then we'll have a team prep where we talk about the game and our game plan or whatever, which we had about 30 minutes of when we were with the national team, with the Egypt game. So we didn't have enough preparation in that sense. And then you then go to the stadium with enough time. You're not rushed. You go to the stadium, you take your time in getting ready, mentally prepare yourself for the game. And it's not rushed. I think those are the small details that are very important in either giving you a win or a loss. Yeah.
Okay, and what's your favorite game day, like game plan? What's your favorite tactic, your favorite strategy to use?
Like what's like individually
and the ones that you've used as a team. What is your strategy on the field as an individual? 1, 2.
Like my ritual, like for game day.
Game
day.
Are we trapping? Are we young piano?
Nah, so actually it's a bit weird. I used to listen to a lot of music before games, but I feel like it clouded my mind because I'm listening to either. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like a lot. So what I started doing is when I have enough time, I just put on some white noise.
Weird.
And I just mentally just think about like scenarios in the game, you know, like if I get the ball on the left wing, how I want to take my touch, you know, how I want to combine with players.
Do you actually use both legs?
I can. My strongest is my right. I'm decent with my left.
Weird.
But yeah, I listen to some white noise, not for too long, about 20 minutes. And then I just get my mind off the game after that.
Weird.
I just either watching YouTube or I'm playing a game on my phone or whatever it is. And then I can't step onto the field without a prayer. So that's 1,000%. So I got this tattoo right here from my grandmother.
Weird.
But yeah, when I was younger, would always she was my best friend. So she used to encourage me to follow my dreams and I'll be this great star because always told I wanted to play football. Right. So yeah, when I step onto the field, she's the one person and God as well that I ask for blessings and just to have a good game.
So between the left wing and the central attacking midfield, which one is your favorite position there and why?
I enjoy the number 10 more, mainly because I get a lot of the ball more.
Word.
And I'm a creative player, so I like to give that decisive pass. You know, find a teammate in space. I enjoy that a lot. But it's not too far off the left wing. I enjoy playing on the wing as well because I like running at players.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Yeah. So can you guide us through or walk us through your typical training routine?
Like with the team or individually?
Oh, so okay. There's individually and then there's with the team.
Yeah. So
how different are they?
Well, very different. So with the team, depends on the day. So on Mondays and Tuesdays, for instance, if we have a game on a Saturday, we're gonna exert ourselves a bit more. So there's a lot of conditioning, on and off the ball, and then a lot of game-like situations. And then on Wednesdays, they'll bring it down a bit. We'll then focus on tactics for the game, but with a little bit more intensity than we would have on a Thursday. And then Thursdays is usually light. Friday is even lighter. Like I said, it was set pieces and just shape for the game and stuff like that. But I go to the gym a lot, like almost every day of the week. And that's just not that I go and work out and kill myself. It's just to maintain and probably just be 1% ahead out of everyone that's in the league. Because there's not a lot of players that are doing that. For sure. So when I go to the gym, after training, I'll go to the gym, be there for about an hour, just focusing on things that like weaknesses, like maybe my legs are a bit too tired, so I'll push them a bit more, just so I can gain that endurance. So I don't do too much. It's just little tweaks, just to help myself be a step ahead.
Are you aware of the new owners of Mochudi Center Chiefs, and also which players came in with you this season? Because I've seen that there's been a couple of players that were brought in with you.
Yeah, so I think one of our owners is Stanton Fredericks.
Word.
He's from South Africa. He was a big player in South Africa back in the days.
Word.
And then I know one of the big guys is Andile Tau.
Andile Tau.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the two that I know. I know there's probably more people.
Yeah.
But I try not to get involved with all of that.
Is Andile not the son of the president?
Yeah, I believe so.
You believe so? Mm-hmm. What's your take on that? Do you think it's anything
It has
crazy?
nothing to do with me.
No.
No, come on.
Chairman, like the new owners of
Do they come to practice? Like what happens?
I mean, they make occasional appearances.
Yeah.
But Andile is always there. He loves the team. He'll come to games, even at training sessions and watch. Yeah, he's a top guy.
What changes have you seen ever since they bought the team?
Oh, massive changes. Yeah. I mean, I think the team has taken off for sure. I mean, you just an example being social media, for instance.
Yeah, like I see the
they've invested in that. They take care of the players as well. Like we've got 2 team doctors that are available at every training session. So if you have a slight knock, they'll take care of that. And then we obviously have a big technical team now. We've got like 3 coaches, and 2 fitness and conditioning coaches, which I don't think a lot of the other teams are doing that. Yeah. And the other thing, which is massive, especially for players in Botswana, is we get paid on time.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So like other teams are not like that, you know. So that definitely
Payday
massive
killing.
improvement. Huh?
Payday killing go Mochudi Centre.
Ish, I wish I knew. How much is it? Is crazy.
Yeah. So which players did they bring in with you? Because there was a couple of signings that happened this season. No?
Yeah. We brought in Razine Bennett. He
Yeah.
played for Maritzburg United in South Africa.
So he's from SA.
He's from SA.
Word.
We brought in Tefo Mufokeng. He was with Orlando Pirates.
Oh, dope.
But he was kind of breaking into the team.
Into the team.
But yeah, he signed with us. We brought in a guy called Dumisani Kubani. He's
Word.
the striker. He played also in the PSL. He had a stint in Zimbabwe. I think he's from Zimbabwe.
Word.
Who else did we bring in? Dirang came back.
Yeah,
Dirang
Diramulu.
Muloi.
The Spanish guitar.
Yeah, the goat.
Spanish
But he's the
guitar.
GOAT still.
Nah,
What's old in football language?
How's his influence on the team?
Yeah,
After
that's the most
30,
important
Dino's
thing.
at 27, guys. It's
You
shy.
must build a something.
Dino.
What happened?
I was asking them what's the what were we saying? Age limit. Not age
football.
limit, but like age expectancy. Like when is it shy for you age
You
wise?
can do until about 38.
Like you
What,
can
football?
push 40, but it's not ideal.
To
Yeah,
push
it's tough.
40.
It's
Yeah,
tough.
it's not
I mean,
ideal.
on average, a footballing career should only be 15 years.
Oh.
That's like pushing it to its limit.
Yeah.
With no injuries and everything goes smoothly in terms of how you're playing and whether the team values you and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of things that play into it.
Yeah, you were speaking about German. So, like, how is his influence on you guys on the team?
It's massive, bro.
Yeah.
Dirang, we grew up watching him, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the
Like, I feel like Dirang's one of those players that's like a pioneer for football in Botswana.
For
You know, you've got the likes of him, Dipsy,
Yeah.
yeah, Jua Mohorosi, you've got Zotzongele.
Zotzongele.
But I feel like Dirang was like the first guy that everyone was like,
hey, the Spanish
bro,
guitar.
he's
Hey,
insane. He was like our Neymar, if that makes sense.
I know, I dig what you
So,
Speaking of that, between Dipsy and Dirang, who do you like value? Like, who's the best between the two?
who's the best?
If you're to throw one under the bus and keep one, who that be?
Okay, maybe not throw one under the bus, but
Okay, yeah.
but,
Keep one.
But my guy is Dirang for
Dirang,
sure.
for sure.
Because the other thing is we play in the same position.
Yeah?
He's a 10
He's a 10, yeah.
and
yeah.
I'm a 10. So
Weird.
I learn a lot from him. Even though he's at the age that he's
Yeah.
at, he
They
plays
still-
with his brain. So you can see a lot that he's doing is with his brain, you know.
Brain, the Bandula.
So, at an age where footballers are usually at their prime, like your age, I guess, do you feel any pressure to be at the top level, like the star guy, like top level?
Yes and no.
Yeah. Huh?
So the no being I'm God fearing.
Oh,
So I believe in God and I believe that He has a plan for me as long as I do my part, right? And that's where the yes comes in. So the pressure of holding myself to a higher standard and keeping the level that I'm at every day is probably the only pressure that I have. And so that's why I say yes and no.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
Ugh, man.
Looking back at your journey, so far,
Man.
like looking back at your journey,
Yeah.
so far, what are your most proud of? What are your most proudful moments?
My most prideful moments.
Which moments are you most like?
Yeah,
proud of?
what's the most
Like in my
is
life
that
of football.
Yeah. When you look back at your journey, so far,
In your
what are
life.
you most proud of?
Honestly, bro, I think coming back home right now, it's probably been one of the most prideful moments because I've been in America for like 8 years, right? And my mom's retired.
Word.
So being home and just being able to like, she can call me and be like, yo, I need this.
Word.
Take care of this. And I'm able to, you know what I mean?
To like
I
help,
feel like
give a helping hand,
yeah,
yeah.
my mom's everything to me. So
Word.
if I'm able to be there for her in anything that she needs, then yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Nah.
And then with your football career, what's the most memorable match you've ever played in your life?
Most memorable match.
Where you felt like, yeah, I know this match. It
Was the one.
was the
Like the highlight
one.
of me and my career type of thing.
Damn, that's a tough one. I don't want to go back too far because I feel like I've played football for a very, very long time. But yeah, I would say most memorable match was probably my third game this season. It was against Nico United, and we went over there. And what had happened was, in the first half, they had a bunch of fans on my side of the field, and basically they were saying like, this guy plays for us. Could play around Ronaldo. And I was like, okay, cool, because I wasn't doing too much. And then ended the game, we won 2-0. I had 2 assists, and they were quiet. So it was kind of like a,
Yeah, like you shut them up.
yeah, like
kinda,
you shut them up.
Say something.
But then we won.
Like, say it again.
yeah, like what were you saying?
Yeah,
So like we did like a poll on Instagram.
Okay.
We asked a couple of people to ask you questions. So I feel like most of the questions that we threw out we already like covered. So I'll just pick like a random 3 here and then we'll take it from there. Jeremiah says, how is it adapting to the scene in BW? Was it harder or is it easier for you at the moment? And then Hingis was like, favorite player
One question at a time.
Let's do one because I'll get lost.
Yeah.
So the first one is how is it adapting to the scene? Is it the footballing scene?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said in the beginning, that my first couple of weeks were a bit tough because obviously I had to acclimatize to a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah.
But it's been amazing, man, because it's what I wanted to do. You know, I wanted to come back home and try and prove myself. So seeing those steps in improvement every single week, yeah, I can't complain. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question. The other one?
Yeah, the other one. Loago is like, what do you look for in a great coach and the best advice you've been given by a coach?
Okay. I'll start with the best advice I've been given, right? And it's the most simple advice I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
So, and I'll give you context as well. So, when I left to America, I was struggling for confidence because I was playing for Chiefs, but I wasn't playing every game. I would feature here and there, and obviously I wasn't scoring. I wasn't affecting the team in any way. So when I went to America, I was kind of short for confidence. And I remember my first training session, I kept trying to pass the ball.
Word.
And my coach called me over and was like, hey, like, we brought you here. We know what you're capable of. So express yourself, shoot. And it changed. It kind of switched because I hadn't had a coach that was like, do it, bro. You're good enough, you know? No, this was my coach in college. So that kind of flipped the switch for me, you know? And I would say, what was the first question?
The first one was, what do you look for in a great coach? And what's the best advice you've been given by a coach?
Okay, well, I feel like what I look for the most in a great coach is just someone that takes pride in their job, you know, that loves the sport as much as I do and allows me to learn from them, because I consider myself a sponge. Even though I've played for this long, I don't know better than you.
Yeah.
You have a different perspective. You can see things differently.
Word.
So I just take in as much as I can.
Yeah. All right, the last one from the poll, I'll throw it. It's like from Jakim Loy. He says, best rugby player he feels like he groomed well in high school. Name your top 3.
Best rugby players.
Yeah, you feel like you groomed well in high school.
Okay. Number 1 probably be Mbiri.
Mbiri.
You know Mbiri?
Yeah, I know.
The Namibian guy.
Yeah, I know Mbiri.
Yeah, he came in and he was like a little softy, and he was a tank by the time he left.
Nah. Yeah, he was a beast. I think I played with him 2 seasons when he was in A-levels.
Yeah. And then probably him. Probably Jackie as well.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
I mean, he needs to take it more seriously, because I watched you guys play that.
And he doesn't take it seriously.
He's tired, bro.
Jackie's a clown.
He needs to work, man. But yeah, no, he technically very gifted. And then who else, man? I wouldn't say I groomed Dutse.
Yeah,
but Dutse was my junior. You know what I mean?
Word.
He was a year younger than me. And
and you guys played like the same position.
Yeah, you know what's crazy with Dutse, right? Is we were born in the same clinic, the same day, the same year.
That's so crazy.
So I was born in this room, and his mom, we had him.
And when was this? Please tell us your birthday.
December 17th.
Oh.
In December, you don't wish people, Chief.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's alright, Chief. It's alright.
Close to Christmas.
okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's probably them. Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you feel like was your best rugby year at LKC?
2014.
2014. What did you guys win?
Bro, Kana, we never lost, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, like in your whole league?
Yeah, we never lost. We lost one game, and that was in 2015. And we lost that because we spent the whole day playing, and then before the next game, instead of eating, they gave us little oranges. And that other team was eating. So on the field, we had no energy, bro.
So those boys came.
Zero energy, and we lost by a try.
Oh,
It was that tournament. What is it? It must have been the Bisa tournament.
Yeah, probably Bisa.
But it was like semi-finals.
Because
We
that was
lost
the
in
only
the
one
final.
that was like a tournament and you could play
Yeah.
3-4 games in a day.
Now, but with
Wow.
that, do you have any, within your career, any favorite player that you've ever worked with on the field you feel like, man, this is my guy? Like, someone that just understands you, you guys go well together, you guys do well together.
Does it have to be professionally or just in general?
Just in gen.
He's actually over there.
Really?
There they are over there.
Oh, shout out to
But
them
yeah,
niggas.
but
Boga 3 stacks.
Boga.
Bogalicious.
and Spiga.
And
Those-
Sebaga.
Yeah, those.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Nah,
They're right there.
They
that
know
they-
them.
That they're good.
And where's this
cool
football?
bros.
Like, is this like street football? So, as a professional footballer, can you play street football?
Yeah.
You can. So,
Yeah.
five-a-side, you be playing.
Oh, you mean like, can I go and play?
Yeah,
five-a-
can like
Oh,
right
no,
now
I can't.
after we say five-a-side,
I thought
go.
you meant playing style.
Oh.
But no, I can't. I'm not allowed to because
Oh,
I'm under contract. I'm not allowed to.
So while you are under contract, you cannot play.
Yeah,
like,
nah.
I don't know, but they do.
Unfortunately,
Like
I
they
can't.
do.
Yeah, they play.
Oh, so they
Yeah.
breached their contract.
I
In
don't
the
know.
judges.
Squint, what's something like squint?
Man.
Wait. So the playing style is different.
Yeah, I mean street football is not like academy. So in academy you're taught like how to control the ball, how to move. In the street you're just playing.
You just
Play your game, whatever
Dala
you
what
see.
you
You
must.
play.
Yeah. But also, speaking of that, so social football was considered and all that. We all know that like some players who are contracted to Premier League clubs
Yeah.
are playing social football.
Ed Bomotso say.
Yeah, exactly. So would like to ask you, what's the difference between the professionalism compared to American soccer and local football around here? Like in terms of being professional. Like,
Yeah.
when you started, you said you were a professional footballer. Does it feel the same
In Botswana.
in Botswana compared to America? Some would say Botswana is semi-professional
Okay.
compared to other countries and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think professional is what you make it as an individual, right? So in America, there was a standard that you needed to uphold. So 15 minutes before training, you needed to be there. So if they say we need to be there at 8:30, right, in the morning, you're getting there at 7:15 latest. And those are like small little details. You had to wear the same gear. You had to be on time. Like stuff like that is things that we needed to do. Go to the gym, and etc. So coming here, I didn't come expecting anything from anyone, trying to role model from someone. None of that. It was more of how am I gonna keep myself to a certain standard. So I think for me it's the same because I like I said, I keep myself to a certain standard. So professionalism towards me is the same. But if we're looking at it from other players and stuff, I would say there's definitely a massive difference. If that makes sense.
Okay, that's cool.
So, Kgang actually has a couple questions for you. So,
Kana Kgang.
Kana Kgang.
I was ready to go off the pitch. I was ready to ask the boy what he does in his free time.
No, we're about to get there. So,
Yeah.
Kgang wants to know, who do you think is the best football coach of all time?
Like ever.
Ever in life?
Oof.
Yeah, the
The
goat.
goat.
The goat for real.
Okay.
Like gas.
So, and I'll give you an answer or a reason why, right? So everyone says Pep Guardiola.
Pep, yeah.
Pep is the GOAT because he changed football and everything that he's done is like
For sure.
no one has done. You know what I mean?
Word.
But for me, I think the greatest coach is probably Carlo Ancelotti.
Real Madrid.
Yeah, Real
That is
Madrid
actually
coach.
a first. I've never heard that.
And
before.
I'll only
Tell
say
us
this.
why.
I'll only say this because he plays the type of football that I enjoy. So I enjoy watching attacking players attack. No system. You're born with the talent. So express yourself. You know. Hey, those are OGs. Vaseline, didn't he take us to Afcon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the World Cup.
True.
So Swan,
Yeah.
Not so sad, Stanley.
yeah, he did take us to
Nah, goats. They're goats.
What?
They're
I
goats.
never
goat.
even said anything.
Actually, he
Okay.
did ask who's like
What's
your
Kana
favorite
Kgang?
player you have played with.
I asked them already. Where you
Yeah.
been, Mola?
Yeah.
Where you been? That question
Nah, she
has
said
already
she said
been
the
done.
players that I played well with and I've enjoyed playing
Yeah,
with.
like your
And
favorite
So yes,
it's probably Burger Spega from the hood.
or from the hood.
But if
No,
we're
but like let's say right now Mochudi and the Chiefs.
right now probably Razin Bennett.
Is he the brewer from SA?
Yeah, the number 22, and it's only because we combined very, very well together. We read each other well.
Ah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
some more
Another
Kana
Kana question.
I'm gonna do one that's pretty popular actually. Like I think everyone is gonna ask you, Messi or Ronaldo?
Bro.
Damn, bro.
Damn.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Yes, Messi or Ronaldo.
Or else this episode's not
Wrong
airing.
answer, and I'm turning the camera off if you answer
Okay.
correctly.
Okay. Honestly, right?
Uh-huh.
I watch football,
100%.
right? So, in my eyes, why is this game moving closer?
We are about to turn the camera off.
Okay,
if you
I watch
answer wrong.
football and I understand that players are different, right? So for me, I don't prefer one or the other. I appreciate both of them.
Come on.
Okay.
Dino. PR. Who trained this guy?
Nah, they trained him before
They
he
trained
got
PR
here. because
training.
No, but it's true though. Messi plays very differently. Cristiano is a different breed. So I think it's unfair to just
put them-
to compare them.
Do they compete and compare, or they don't compete
I don't
with they
think
can't
they
compare?
do. I think they're both totally different.
I
It's
think
just
One is
it's
just born
the
with it and one is a hard worker.
But even so, the comparison is like it's only there because they
People-
were the top we've
winning
ever
Ballon
seen.
d'Ors
You know what I mean?
back and all of that.
Yeah.
So that became a competition in itself. I think
Yeah.
just appreciate the
Which
competition.
stadium has the craziest fans, both in Botswana and in the USA?
Stadium or
Has the
teams.
has the craziest fan base.
Us and Extension Gunners. The second game that we played against Gunners in Lobatse was
Lobatse.
insane.
The stadium was packed.
Bro, it was amazing. It
Yeah.
was
Really? Do you have a chant? You know how like
not yet.
you don't have a chant? Okay, so
Not
we
yet.
heard Spanish guitar. What's your football name? What do they call you?
Dino.
Dino. Just
Bashish.
Dino.
But those are like
Dino.
in the team they call me Ronnie.
Oh, Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Ronnie father.
Ronnie. Does
So
Kana
what's your
Kgang have any
celebration?
more
What's your
questions?
celebration?
Yes.
Can I show it when I score?
Yeah,
Like-
you can get.
Oh,
up
like
and
get
show
up
it.
and
Oh no, I want you guys to see it live.
like live.
yeah.
Oh wait, so is
Yeah.
that you inviting us?
Yeah, come watch the game, guys.
For sure.
Support local. Hey, my G, as my G style.
Yay!
Watching the invite.
So you're
When is the
inviting
next
us to
game?
your next game.
This next one is in Soa, so unfortunately you probably
Wow.
So
can't
Yeah,
make it.
happen, guys. Sash, you have a car, right?
Nah,
So
don't come to
so
this
to
one.
the field,
The
I
field
think.
is horrible. It's,
Yeah, that's
Need
what
the
I'm
home
saying.
I
game.
want you guys to have like
We
a
are coming.
stadium
You know
view.
what?
Yeah.
Pete,
Oh, proper
why don't they
stadium.
want us? We're going.
I don't
No,
know
like
what
you
Dino's
just
on.
like
the
Dino's
experience.
not
Ask them
fucking.
3 rules in football. If they can give you that, then
Yeah.
they come.
Oh, okay.
Three.
Corner.
Exactly.
At a corner.
No hands. You can't touch the ball. No hands. You're right. That's
That's one.
Okay.
no
And
hands. You
then
can't touch the
penalties,
ball.
like mid-game, they don't like the players. They stand in a row like this, then they jump like this, like they
Ah,
jump.
Chief.
Yeah, that's a penalty, Mos.
What other rule is? What other rule?
Guys, listen.
And then there's a strikeout. Strikeout is like first to 3 or something like that.
Ah, that's
Correct.
correct. Bro, that is so correct.
2 out of 3.
Okay, you're invited.
2 out of 3.
You're
We
invited.
are
Oh, you got
invited.
strikeout.
We are invited. Come on, come on,
Okay.
come on.
So back to some of our Kana Kgang questions. What's your favorite music genre?
Favorite music genre? I enjoy deep house.
Really?
House.
What's your favorite song right now? Is it a deep house song?
Nah, right now I'm on Nardo Wick.
Oh,
On Nardo
that's
Wick.
so
right now,
very
I'm,
different to deep house.
Yeah.
No, he's
What's
not
that
on
now?
the compo. Please.
Which one is that one?
Please.
What, the compo?
Yeah.
No, compo.
Slushy,
Nah,
please.
boy, just
This
listen
is why
to-
I'm behind the camera right now.
Yo, can't the sister do the compo? Lioness. We run.
Nah.
Do you know Lioness
do-
Ratang? Do you know Baxin? Do you know?
I've heard of Bex.
How have you heard of
Who
that
do you know
song?
from the industry, the entertainment industry, your locals?
I'm not out there, huh? I'm not
Ah.
accessible. I'm in my little corner.
I mean, in your little corner, who'd you hear about? What information gets to you? Nothing. Do you know?
Nothing. Just Disky and the homies.
Okay.
Like watch football and go to sleep.
Nah,
like,
I play a lot of Fortnite.
Oh, Fortnite.
Oh,
Wait.
so you're a gamer.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a shocker.
Is it? We had a little conversation, and he told me he likes anime. I don't think it's too far. Fortnite, anime, same thing.
Yeah.
I think he's a nerd, guys.
Yeah, no, obviously.
I am.
Like,
Yeah.
you know that you two know each other on another level. So
Whoa. Where's this one coming from now?
Like I was just saying, I know he likes anime. Maybe I should have asked. Like, what you do in your free time? Do you know?
My free time, usually in the gym. From around the gym at home. I love spending time with I've got a lot of nieces and nephews.
Okay.
So I go and they're in primary school now, and they swim and they play soccer and all of that. So I go and support them. I go watch their games and stuff.
That's really cute.
And then yeah, I'm just at home usually.
So
playing
do you
video
want like
games
kids
and
of your
chilling.
own?
Yeah, eventually one day for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
Just not right now.
You're nearing the ages though.
No, I'm fine.
27,
Nearing-
28,
That's
30.
fine. I can always produce a kid. Now it's the woman I'm with. That's who's on the time.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I'm
I hear
alright.
that. I hear that. I hear
to
that.
be a mom?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Right now, no, but I was born ready to be a mom. I'd love to be a mom, guys. I feel like that's what I was meant to do in this life, is to have some babies.
Multiply.
You get me?
You look like you have a question.
Our friend Kana Kgang
Yeah.
is asking, since you're always traveling like different fields and all that, what's your favorite holiday destination in Botswana? Like,
Holiday destination.
where would you go, Kana? Where have you experienced in Botswana? Wow, this is dope. Or yeah.
In Botswana. So actually, I don't really travel much in Botswana. Like I said, unless it's with the team. But I remember it was 2018. My boys took me to Maung
Word.
and we went camping.
Word.
Oh, insane.
I wanted to bring up
For
my
sure,
own.
man.
He just looks
Yeah,
like
it
someone
was
that
sick.
should
We
be
almost
in
died though, like 3
What is-
times. But it was sick. It was
How did
sick.
you guys
dope.
almost die?
You
What
got the 3
happened?
Yeah, it was me, him. We had 2 other friends being 4. Yeah, so it was me, Sketo, Spega, Boga, Lesh, and Booster.
Booster.
So yeah,
word.
just
With
six
the
guys
goonies.
just fighting for
Okay,
our lives.
Mosquito Lash, what's your gang name?
Whoa, gang.
Dino.
No, isn't like, cause I mean, your boys have their hood names, their street
Yeah,
names.
There's Dino,
It's
but
just Dino.
there's one that I just don't want to tell you guys.
Oh, off camera, we're gunning. We're gunning for
Nah,
that
but
name.
it doesn't matter. They call me Chikomo.
Chikombo.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Ronaldo Chico.
Yeah, I think that's
Ah.
on a good day it's Chikomo Pro Max. I don't know why.
Because it's a good day.
Yeah,
Pro
'cause it's a
maxing.
good
The
day.
aura is on max. But yeah, with all of that, how do you balance your personal life and football life? Is there something you need to do extra?
Yeah, I feel like right now I'm really focused on the footballing side because, like I said, I've got a goal, and I feel like to reach that goal, I have to put full focus on that. But of course, I would like to find like a healthy balance. I think balance is important. You can't do too much of the same thing. I feel like you're not as efficient in doing it every single day. So getting your mind off of it, finding the balance is very important.
Work hard, play hard.
Not
Do you
for
think,
real.
Okay.
Do you think soul ties play a role in like your performance, in the sense that have you ever chowed a hand when you went to play, then your performance was bad, you feel like your spirit has been taken from you?
Ish, my boy, I wish I could answer that up, but I'm not that type of guy.
Oh, you don't just smash. Yeah, like one lady guy and
I'm very
100%.
I'm very. I wouldn't say 100%, but I'm like very. I'm big on connection. You know what I mean? I'm not just the type of nigga to like meet someone and be like, yeah, for sure, let's do it.
Smash.
Yeah, nah.
Have you smashed before the game though?
Like right
No, so
before.
I respect the game.
Ah.
Yeah, I can't. I don't drink before a game. I don't do
The
nothing.
groin can see dust. Hey.
The groin.
Yeah, like if you have to smash before a game, that's crazy. Your groin
Have
or
you
some
ex-
shit.
you have experienced
Out of the
Before
groin.
a rugby
can
game,
see
yeah. But I
that.
mean, anyways, yeah.
That's
moving on.
funny. No, but that's
These ones are
awesome.
unprofessional. They chow before the pod.
But you know Ronaldinho used to do
Yeah,
that.
They
Ronaldinho,
chow
Maradona.
before
Ronaldinho used to do that.
Yeah, those are rock stars. Chief.
Dangerous
Maradona.
guys.
I think if I were to have child before the pod, I'd be inspired, you know. I'd be La La Land,
So like, yeah,
inspiration.
bro. A lot of these youngsters look up to you and all of that. Now, what advice would you give them? Like these youngsters that also what does it take to go abroad? Like I know you went on a scholarship, but what do you think people look at? Like what do you think scouts look at?
Okay. Bro, I think the most important thing, and I've noticed it mainly in Botswana,
Yeah.
is our younger generation. You guys are apart because you guys are handling shit. You know what I mean? Like you know what you want to do and you're doing it. But a lot of these youngsters, bro, are lazy.
Yeah.
They very entitled. So I'll give you an example, right? So 2 years ago, I was about to launch my recruitment agency,
Word.
and a couple of kids reached out to me and they were like, hey, I really want to come to America. And all I asked was one thing, bro. Just get me video footage of you playing.
Yeah.
Like playing a game, the camera is on you so we can see. Bro, it's 2025.
None of them have sent the video.
Nothing.
But can I ask, who's responsible for that video footage? Like,
Them.
them as in themselves as a player or the team
Yeah,
that they're playing for?
No, them.
No,
Them.
in Botswana, you need to understand that, like, it's not in America, right? So, the way I got my footage, I didn't even know that the tournament we were playing at was being broadcasted.
Yeah.
So, what had happened is once I had found out,
You ask for clips.
I made sure that I reached out and was like, can I get the games? I got the games and I reached out to a coach, Kenneth Dambe, and we worked on the video together.
Yeah. Word.
And when I was able, bro, Kana had like maybe 3 minutes of footage, which is not even close to enough, like what they need. And we were like, bro, just send it.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
Just
No.
sending that. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it changed my life, bro. You know what I mean?
Word.
So a lot of these youngsters, they don't wanna act on what they claim they want. So
Word.
my biggest advice would be like, if you really want it, go and get it.
Go and get it.
For
Go and
sure.
get
I
it.
believe in that.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, do you think there's not enough support, or do you think they're lazy?
I think it's a bit of both, right? I feel like support, but people are not going to support you if you don't show
Yeah.
that you're someone worth supporting. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So I feel like laziness and support, but I then again, I feel like you can get stuff done by
Without
yourself.
support. Yeah, I was
You
just
really
gonna
can.
say the same thing. Like
really
if
can.
people
And
aren't going to support
There's
you.
no one who's just alone. You've got a mom, you've got friends. If your friends are not willing to help you with legit shit, then
Then you
I
don't
don't
have
think they're
homies.
your friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no one's ever just ace man by themselves trying to figure shit out.
So what was like your best season in the USA? Like your best season. And which one was it where you were like the top goal scorer of the season?
Oh yeah, that was what 2023.
Yeah.
It was my second season for South Carolina Heat,
Word.
and I had one of our players who's actually probably one of the best players I've played with as well. I forgot to mention that, but his name's Tom Marriott. He's from England. But he was like, we connected really, really well on the field. So he helped me. We helped each other because he was not far off of me that year. I think he had probably 16 goals and I had like 21, 22,
Word.
something like that. But yeah, that was my best season I think I've played for the Heat specifically, yeah.
Oh my gosh, how many goals do you have to date?
Right now?
Right now.
One.
Wait, one.
And then what?
In this season.
I've got
in the
one.
season.
Yeah,
in
8 games.
right
yeah,
now
so I
season.
played 8 games. I
8
have
games.
1 goal and 3 assists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, 9 games. 9
9
games.
games,
And then do you have a set goal for the end of the season?
Yeah.
And
I
that
do.
is, do you want to tell us or you want to?
Nah, I think I'll hold on to that one.
Okay.
I think I'll hold
We
on to
see
that
you
one.
though.
But
We are aware of you.
From the time you left Bots until now, like what difference have you seen in the league?
it's more competitive. I feel like people are taking it more seriously now, you know?
Wow.
I mean, every game I've been to or played in has had fans. You know what I mean? Like, the stadium was not empty. Like, it's being packed. And I feel like just the audience overall, social media is grown a lot. It makes it worth, you know, trying to keep playing and keep going.
When's your next game in the city so I can come?
We are
We
all
can
going.
come.
Like,
Can you be
yeah.
for real?
No, I don't know why they have decided
Like,
that Pulane and I
please.
aren't welcome. We are going.
Nah, you guys got the
like-
3 things correct, so you go.
Well, we gotta be there. We just need to know when the next
Yes,
one is
sir.
so we
No,
know.
we're getting VIP tickets.
But
We'll be
yeah,
at the stands with
Dino,
the CEOs.
where do you see? What?
I think the next game in the city is next weekend, because this weekend we're out the city. We're going to
It's an
Luwa.
away game.
Yeah, but I think next week.
So when this
Okay.
drops,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well actually, like when this drops,
Yeah.
we'll still
Yeah.
be there. Okay, but where do you see yourself then? After, because obviously you're bound to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself after retiring from football?
My plan is I feel like Botswana. So growing up, we've always been like told. I don't know about you guys, but when I was growing up, would always be told like you need to leave the country. There's nothing for
Yeah.
you here. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's not very patriotic. You know, I love my country.
Word.
You know,
267,
so I think my plan after I retire is I want to have my recruitment agency set up
Word.
to where I'm able to influence children's lives. You know, like be able to send kids to America and have the
Word.
experiences that I had. You know,
For
and
sure.
maybe even better, hopefully better. So I think that's probably my biggest goal for when I retire.
Actually, I see that VAR is being introduced in Botswana. What's your take on that, and how do you feel about that?
I'm all for it.
VAR
Yeah.
for the layman.
Yeah, it's
VAR is like it's
Oh.
like a video assistant referee. So like, say a ref misses a call which should have been
Okay.
called, that could be game changing.
Okay.
There's people that can review the footage and like tell the ref that yo, you missed that call. That should be a call. So yeah, I think it's massive, bro, 100%. Because last game, I personally feel like we should have won. We got denied a penalty. The ref
Word.
booked our player for diving when there was clearly contact, and then we scored in the last minute. They said it was offside. Don't really think it was offside. So I feel like
costed you guys the game basically.
possibly, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's very important.
Interesting. I think we're just leveling up as a country in all aspects or
Yeah.
industries.
Yeah.
You know, sporting, entertainment, creative wise. You know, it's
Definitely,
very
I
exciting
love
to
what you guys
see.
are doing. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
For
thank
sure,
you.
yeah.
And we
That's
appreciate you
work.
so much. Do you have your like a favorite football team
Yeah,
to
Real Madrid.
close? Real Madrid. You guys
Los
heard it
Blancos.
on Clueless
Real Madrid.
podcast. His favorite team is Real Madrid.
Yep,
Yeah. So do you bet on them and everything? Betway,
No.
parlays,
I'm afraid
the
of
whole
gambling,
thing.
bro.
Nah.
Really?
I can't gamble.
Have you tried? Do you have a story where you tried and then just like
No, you
Yeah,
can
like-
you can
like
put your money on me,
on-
but I'm
yeah.
not putting my money on anything. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
No, that's very interesting. Yeah, we do a thing where we have like MVPs and like donkeys of the week, you know, and all of that. But
so we can give him the honors this week.
oh, you
It's
are
your
our
choice.
MVP.
How does it
Like
work?
your goat of the week. Who do you think your
No,
goat of the
he's
week?
the goat of the week.
You
I'm the
are
goat
our
of the
goat
week.
of
Yeah.
the
Thank
week.
you guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Dino.
it.
Do you guys have any donkeys?
Dino, give us a donkey. It's up to you.
I don't think you see a
donkey.
You need to
Yeah.
kind of be
by the time this
intact.
airs out,
You see, but I'm-
that guy will be your ex.
Who?
So, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So that's the donkey of the
no,
week.
no.
By the time we would have made sure that he's your ex. So that Bruella is
Yeah,
the donkey of the week.
but like since you don't know any
Bruella,
like
that
news
Bruella.
right now, the news
The
making
Bruella that-
headlines is that Baxin has been in a PR relationship this whole time.
Baxton's a musician. He was with
Yeah.
a dancer.
Yeah.
April Gates.
April.
She's
And-
a
So
dancer.
now,
And it was just for clout.
It was just
Yeah,
like
it was
now it's come out
apparently.
that she got her shit robbed.
Yeah.
So she got beat up.
Yeah, she got beat
by,
up.
by the Bruella's ex.
Yeah, by his ex. So now,
Yeah,
By another hun.
Yes,
it's
by
crazy.
the-
It's
she-
crazy.
April got beat up by Baxton's ex. So now they had to release a statement, and it was not cute.
To show that they are a PR relationship.
Exactly. Like, he had to be like, yo.
Would you be in a PR
we were
relationship?
PR. Would you be in a PR relationship?
I feel
No.
like it could work.
It could
As
No.
PR,
Maybe Clueless and Mochudi.
Center Chiefs.
Yeah, like maybe our host and.
Do you know? I think they're trying to set us up. Like, damn. Clearly,
that what they're trying to do?
from what I'm getting,
I'm
they
getting that
really,
feeling
yeah,
as well.
like they really want to see us together.
Because with me, I feel like it would be a good a good future for us in terms of branding.
us.
Even you can get like Nike deals, like the
But here's the thing, right?
what?
So
Nike
PR is
deals
public
off of
relations.
a
I don't like the
relationship.
public.
But
Nah.
it's okay, you'll just
I'm-
be with
I'm in the
Pulane.
public.
I'm
I
not-
could handle
I'm-
the public thing. I'm not
He's also in
agreeing
the
with
public.
them. I'm not
No, but I
agreeing
don't
with
like
whatever they're
being
trying to
in the
do.
public.
Literally,
I'm
all
not
the
agreeing. I'm not
Chiefs
hearing
flyers,
them.
you're on them.
I'm not hearing them, but it's just like if they were to say what they're saying for real, what would you say? Like,
What would I say?
Selochi. Loch and Natasha.
Literally, no,
You
but
see,
like,
those
here,
end bad, bro. You see?
oh, okay,
End
no,
bad.
that didn't. Loch and Natasha, do you think they ended bad?
Yeah, where is he now? Are they together?
I mean, they have a kid.
are
No,
they together?
I don't. Do you
They're not
know?
together.
You guys can have a kid
Uh-uh.
though. Make it real. Make it for real.
Like,
Yeah.
when are you? He's trying to kill us, yeah. It's because she's not on camera. That's why she's got
Yeah,
this
she's having fun,
confidence.
huh? From
You're
behind.
enjoying that.
Gin and
Yeah, Dita.
Tina,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you so much. We have loved having you. What is your last thing for the kids that are watching you and watching for you?
Keep chasing your dreams, guys. What's that? There's a saying, man. How does it go? It says nothing worth having comes easy. Right? So if you really want it, it's not gonna be easy.
Yes, sir.
And just bear that in mind as you go through the journey and go through the phases of it. So yeah, but then again, guys, thank you so much for having me.
Dina,
Shout
thank
out
you
Dina.
for
I've had a
coming.
fun time.
This
Yes,
was a
sir.
very fun episode. I feel like it gives us range as well.
Yeah.
You know, a
Word.
football player, a professional
No,
football
football
player.
I
They
just
must
found
talk
out
to us
how much I
nicely.
know about football.
Like today.
That you know nothing.
Yeah.
No, Mekana,
They were wrong, Letak. We
Yeah,
were just
fake
What was
Liverpool
hyping.
wrong?
fan.
What was wrong?
Strike out.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think. I
Strike-
also thought she'd
strike out
she'd
and the
reshare some
penalty
stuff
was
on her story, and I thought she knew football, but nah. Today I
Brewer.
found out
Nah,
right.
you
It's
need
just
to
for
She even smashed Liverpool, so I thought she watches Liverpool games.
cause this just for clout.
That fool
No.
this smashed Liverpool.
No, he doesn't. Actually. Blur that out. In penalty, no, let me tell you.
No,
Penalty,
come on.
you have five
The baby for
chances.
the babies.
You have 4 chances.
Like wait, like
Do that
a penalty
You know,
shootout.
please.
Like the penalty shootout, you don't have 5
So,
chances.
yeah,
too
5
much airtime now.
5 chances. After 5 chances, first to 3 wins. Yeah.
Not necessary.
No, if okay, let's say I'm Liverpool, you're Chelsea.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're having a shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You miss 2, I score 3.
Yeah.
You score 1, but miss 2. I win.
Okay,
Don't
but
I win?
what if
Gin
you
and
score
tonic.
3, she scores 3? Does it end?
Belgra.
No.
Belgra.
It ends when
Proudly sponsored by.
5.
Any verse of the week, P Money? Verse
Nah,
of the-
Dino gave us all the inspirational
Yeah.
chats we
Now
needed
I
to
wanna
hear.
watch
Like
football,
that
like
was
my-
Alright.
Yeah, we're definitely coming to the next game.
Yes, sir.
Please,
Yes, sir.
ladies
We'll
and
be at Dino's
gentlemen.
next game. Best believe.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to our
Ski
brother,
Muchudi Center
Dino.
Chiefs.
Yes, sir.
Number 10. You guys know where to find him if you're looking for him. That's Ronaldo Fortune for the gang on everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Clueless. You know the vibes.
Stop
Thank
playing with it.
you.
We outie.
Bye.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Well done, guys.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
But you know, what about them?